A lot of people might think that intelligence is a gift, but actually in the modern world, it can also become a curse. And I'm sure you've heard of something like this before. You know, how intelligent people are more likely to become depressed and fail in life. And this is counterintuitive because intelligence is supposed to be a tool that helps us solve problems, not make more of them, right? But it can be a double-edged sword because it can help us, but at the same time, it can also damage us. You see, an intelligent person can see possible outcomes before they happen, right? They can predict problems, they can analyze solutions, they can also see the problem from every different angle. And this same ability can also trap them inside their own heads. And the thing is, smart people rarely destroy themselves dramatically. What they do is most of the times, they do it very elegantly. And what I mean by that is they build beautiful explanations as to why now is not the right time, why they need one more year, why the world is flawed, and why their standards are too high, why nobody understands them, right? And the thing is, everything they say is right. They're very accurate. The truth is the world is flawed. Their situation is not the right time. Nobody cares, nobody understands them. And you will probably fail, right? So intelligence turns truth into paralysis. The more you understand about the world, the more you defend yourself from it. So instead of moving forward, what you do instead is intelligent people enter something called the survival mode. So they withdraw from the world and isolate themselves. They also overthink. They become cynical. They fall into self-pity. They lose energy. It's like your brain forcing you to shut down so that you don't have to move your body or use your brain power to solve problems. So it's giving you a forced rest. Because after enough time, you are recovered enough to stand back up again. And, you know, that's all there is to it. Your brain is using mental problems and issues to heal itself. And it's surprising because not many people see it that way. So this is why some capable people, they remain stuck for years, right? They are in the same rut for years and years without having any progress in their life. And that's not because they're incompetent or they lack talent. It's not because they're weak, but it's because their mind has become too good and skilled at protecting them. But you see, when the protection is taken too far, what does it become, right? It becomes a prison. It becomes a mental cage that you cannot get out of. So that's why there are so many dumb people out there living their dreams and being happy, while the smart ones are in the corner spending 5 years preparing for a life that they will probably never live. So in the end, who's the dumb one, right? Because sometimes you gotta understand this. Life doesn't really reward understanding or knowledge. Life rewards movement. And as much as we like to deny that, that's just the nature of this world. And at some point, you gotta realize, right? Then how can we move on through this world? What's the best way? What's the best attitude to adopt? And this is when it hit me. I realized that you have to be naive, right? Not stupid or innocent, but purposefully naive. And if you think about this, being naive on purpose is actually the highest form of courage. It's facing fear head on, right? Because if you're naive, you don't know fear. You don't care about fear. And how powerful and scintillating is that attitude, that idea, right? Acting without any guarantees, just going head on like a superhero. And I think that's the reason why we love stories where the underdog rises up and becomes successful and breaks out of their shell and finally achieves their goal, right? It's that classic hero's journey. So, as much as intelligence helps us open our eyes to the real world, we also should remember that it is naivete which moves our feet. So if we combine those two, maybe that is the solution to living a happy and fulfilling life.